I don't care who you are, but you are a champion in my book. Okay, now that's a lie. Except you're for a murderer, a rapist, or done any bad shit in the world. You are not a champion to me. Chase Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Champions. So what is this movie about? Pretty simple premise. You have Woody Harrelson, who's on a J-League basketball team. He does something to the coach, and now he is fired because of a fight and drinking and driving. And now, for his 90-day community service, he has to go to a mentally handicapped? All right, so it's not mentally handicapped. We're changing the definitions every day, and I am apologize. It is intellectually disabled, which that's the first time actually hearing that. So, you learn stuff every day. Sure, why not? But now Woody Harrelson has to coach this team and get to the Special Olympics in Winnipeg, Canada. So, did I like this film? It is a heartwarming movie through in and throughout. I mean, there is nothing more you want from this. This is directed by Bobby Farrelly, part of the Peter and Bobby Farrelly brothers, who's done Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin. Peter Farrelly is the one that won the Oscar for Green Book, and now Bob Farrelly is doing Champions. I think he did another movie that I'm not mistaken, The Heartbreak Kid. So they've done more raunchy comedies. There's Something About Mary, but now they're going in the heartfelt, storytelling. And it's heartfelt, it's funny, it's good acted, it's good scenarios. It's just something that makes you think about life of like, do I really have it bad? Because you look at some of the scenarios in this film, especially with DUIs and drunk driving and what that could do to people. Yeah, it truly does make you think about your actions in life and how you could fuck up other people's lives. So when continue on with the positives, because this is a straight up positive feel-good movie. The acting's great. The story is fun. Yes, have you seen this story a million times before? Absolutely. But sometimes you need these type of stories to just say, you know what? Like I said in the beginning, do I really have it bad? And some of the funny stuff in here is about, is this guy not like water? And because he was almost drowned, that made him Down syndrome. That's one of the dialogues in this film, which is interesting because I bet you there are people that think about that of like, how did this happen? And I know for a fact we're in this day and age of like, if a child is going to, come out Down syndrome, abort the baby. It's like, what the fuck? And this movie shows that, if a person has Down syndrome or an intellectual disability, it does not mean they are a burden to the world. They could bring something to it. And this movie truly shows that. Yes, is there going to be challenges because of this disability? Absolutely. But that is something that you shouldn't take away from this person whatsoever, because this shows that even though you might not be winners or champions, you're still going to be a champion to someone in life. Can you say some negatives about this movie? Sure. You can say that it's a little bit too long for being a 2 hour and 3 minute movie. There are some storylines and elements that you could kind of take out. Does it drag on with him trying to get out of it and go into the NBA? Sure. Does the love interest storyline work 100%? No, not at all. But it is something that is in there to push the story forward with these kids in mind, or adults if you don't put it that way. So overall, this is going to be a short review. Champions is heartfelt. It's fun. It's funny. It makes you think about life. It makes you think about how hard you really have it, because you might bitch and moan about one thing, but at least you can say, you know what? I was not hit by a drunk driver, and now I'm a different person from here on out. And you know what? I have a good life, so why am I complaining about X, Y, Z? And if a movie does that, it puts a special thumbs up in my heart, head, mind, and soul. So Champions will receive a 4 out of 5 Blue Futons because at 80%. So the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 53%. Critics, you're cold-hearted bitches with 86 of them. Audience score 96% with over 100. Critic consensus. Although its apparent attempts to be uplifting can often come across as patronizing, Champions is an admirable enough comedy with some seriously talented stars. Patronizing. It's patronizing of people that are cold-hearted bitches. 96, which is very close to 100. 80, 53. Chase Hawk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing is Futon. Toby, Blue Futon. Think watch. Have a great day. This is one thing I want to look at least one of the negatives, or a couple of them. Let's see what some of these negatives are and how these rotten bitches are. I want some that 2.5 out of 5, a C, 2.5. It feels like some people are giving these a 50%. Like, exactly. Nothing's trash. Okay, C minus. There's a creative and spiritual deficit to a film that means to humanize. That means to humanize by the way of unconsidered art. What the fuck does that even mean? Some people are just, okay, 1.5 out of 4. It all goes to show that once again, making a satted down American remake of an already fine film will often miss the mark. Man, some people are just party poopers. But anyway, you watching this, I love you. Doesn't matter if it's in the day, week, month, or year that you're watching this movie or watching this review. I still love you. I love every single one of you. And thank you for watching these reviews.